Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here with Jake, my son, as we today have been to see Johnny English Strikes Again together. So we're here to bring you our review for it, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the third film in the sequence of Johnny English films that stars Rowan Atkinson, and this film also stars Emma Thompson as well as a slew of other faces that you will probably recognise. Now this film, like I say, it's the third in the franchise, and this focuses on, it's a fairly run-of-the-mill storyline. All the secret agents' names have been hacked into and released in the UK, and in order to solve this, they have to bring somebody out of retirement, somebody that's not on that list, whose identity has not been compromised. Johnny English. So they bring him out of retirement, and he is currently working as a geography teacher at a private school. And as you could imagine, the usual hilarity ensues with Johnny English and his escapades. He teams up with Boff again, who was in the first film, and they set off to try and figure out who is hacking into the British government. And that's basically your outline for this story here. Now then, you're a big fan of the Johnny English films, aren't you? You've loved them. I think the second one, Johnny English Reborn's your favourite, isn't it? Yeah?
No, I watched the first one again not so long ago, and it's kind of like, I can't decide.
You can't. So you like them both, don't you?
Mm.
So you were very keen to see this film, weren't you?
Well, I wasn't so keen at first, but I was once I got in the cinema.
Yeah. And what's your overall feeling of this film? Do you think it's a worthy film in the franchise?
Yeah. It probably would have been better as the second one, because in the third one it's completely new assistant, and he does look older in the second one, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
They probably did him up a bit, because he has much less grey hair than they did in the second one.
Yeah. But overall, did you like this one?
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say, in the cinema, I think we had our fair share of laughs, didn't we, watching this? It was. I will say to you, because I know this film isn't getting particularly positive reviews, I will say to you, if you're a fan of the other Johnny English films, you're going to have a good time with this film. If you're a fan of Rowan Atkinson and his style of humour, you're going to have a good time with this film. If you're a fan of slapstick British humour, you're probably going to have a few laughs with this film. If you look at a film and like to analyse it, you could pick holes in this film all day long, because the plotline's stupid. That's the dog squeaking his toy. Don't encourage him. The plotline's stupid. The main villain is generic and predictable and pretty boring, really. I think it's fair to say the villains in the other two films were probably much stronger, weren't they? From what I remember.
Well, there's about 8 villains in the second film, so...
Yeah. So you figure it out, the plotline and the villain very quickly in this, and it's pretty lazy writing in that sense. But every time Rowan Atkinson and Johnny English is on screen, he does something remarkably stupid. That's funny.
It's designed to come off cringy, kind of.
Yeah.
With the villain, especially.
Yeah. And with Johnny English, I mean, everything he does is cringeworthy, isn't it? But it's undeniably funny, and it's quite British humour. I could understand a lot of American audiences not really liking this or getting into it. It's very British, isn't it, in the humour? But I found it to be quite entertaining and a lot of fun. Is there a particular part in the film that you thought was the best?
Just Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson?
Yeah, just him.
Yeah. There was a sequence in the film I thought was the best where he's struggling to sleep, and this is the only bit we'll talk about.
It's my favourite.
He's struggling to sleep, so he takes what he thinks is a sleeping pill. But there's the red pill and a green pill. One of them puts you to sleep, and one of them gives you a massive jolt of adrenaline. Guess which one he takes? And he takes the one that gives him the adrenaline, and he spends the rest of the night just dancing like a lunatic, doesn't he, at a dance club.
While someone's trying to murder him. And then the morning after, he's still absolutely buzzing, and he drives at like 130 mile an hour, doesn't he, in his Aston Martin. He's going so fast that he breaks a speed camera.
Yeah, I thought that was the funniest bit. And fans of Mr. Bean here, the way he dances is very Mr. Bean, isn't it? And how he dances is very, very Rowan Atkinson. I would have liked to have seen him attempt to floss, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I were expecting that as well.
You didn't do a floss, which I think they probably should have tried to get him to do his version of a floss, which would have been even funnier. So the picture you can see on screen there right now is him and the after effects of taking one of them pills. And it was very funny. There's lots of sequences in this that are completely stupid, make no sense, but undeniably funny, and made you laugh out loud quite a lot. And a lot of people in the cinema, it's quite busy, wasn't it, actually, say it's been out a few weeks. They were all laughing at the right places, and that's a good indication that a film's doing what it should do. So
the comedy in this film, it's not. It wouldn't be funny if it's not Rowan Atkinson.
No, you've got to be a fan of Rowan Atkinson to appreciate this film. So we're going to give 2 scores. We're going to give Jake's score out of 10 and my score out of 10. So if you had to score this film out of 10, what would you give it?
8, 7.5ish. 8.
8.5 out of 10? 8.5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Jake's going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Only because that's a more realistic score in regards to the film.
7.5.
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because it's more realistic. I can understand some of the criticisms that are being thrown at this film in regards to some of its lazy writing, its generic villain, and some of the ridiculous plot holes in it. But it's just fun, guys. If you want to take the family, it's a PG, take a family to watch a fun film, and you're fans of the first 2, you could do much worse than this, guys. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time on Screen Stars.